Instantly go beyond boundaries. Don't be fixated at anything at all. It's a waste of time. Don't be limited. It will purify through the emptiness all by itself. Go on without limits. To be fixated to anything is will be stuck only there. It will be blocked right there. It's limited only there. It's not beyond. Let's go beyond narrowness and expansiveness. That which has no limits, that which is boundless, where with it. Not just about body or mind or all things. Not just about inside or outside. It's not just about anything. This will purify through the emptiness, through Nibbana. Purify without traces altogether. This is not just about mindfulness or concentration and it's just there. It's not about anything limited to only there. Disengaging is not just only there. Disengaging without limits. Non-attachment without limits. Non-attachment is no limits. Let's go beyond blossoming of lotus flowers, beyond budding of lotus flowers. Further than expansiveness. Go ahead. Go on without limits constantly. Beyond engaging or disengaging, beyond grasping or non-grasping, beyond even the beyond itself. Go ahead. Go on without limits continuously. Otherwise, it's not breaking through realms of existence. It's not breaking through grossness and subtleties. Because it's only stuck with just grossness or subtleties. Realms of existence cannot break through itself. Because these are limitations. Whatever that is limited is only stuck right there. Conditions or states of mind being stuck only there. No breakthrough. With everything, just go on without limits right away. Non-attachment without limits right away. Beyond relating or not relating. Beyond engaging or disengaging. That which has no limits is beyond everything. Beyond everything. With this, it will purify through the emptiness directly. For samsara, purify without traces directly, purely, cutting deluded knowing purely, directly. Bless the beings through Nibbana right away. Open up fully, don't be stuck with just the mind or feelings. Stillness, indifference, or seeing or knowing. Don't be stuck only there. Think of it, think of the reminders. That which has no limits, it will purify constantly also in the same way. This is the thought that is not just a thought. Everything is non-attached without limits right away. Everything is not attached right away without limits, not to be stuck with just anything whatsoever. Non-attachment has nothing to do with attachment or non-attachment. And to be the same essence as that which is boundless. To dwell within just disengaging, there is still weight, just not related to both engaging and disengaging instantly. That which has nothing to do with engaging and disengaging is already beyond attachment or non-attachment. It's not just brightening. This will turn into the golden light, which is the mighty force of the enlightened ones. But use it with samsara, not to be limited. It's meant for everything altogether, helping through releasing and liberation altogether, instantly. That which has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging is already discarding attachment and detachment already. It turns into limitlessness already. That which has no limits is beyond attachment and non-attachment. Once it's from this essence, it begins to be brightening beyond boundaries. That's why it has the brightness with the golden light, which is the brightness of Nirodha, the purification of the extinction. That is the brightness, the radiance, helping through the extinction, purifying through the extinction altogether. The more there is no boundaries, how much ever it is, the mighty force of the golden light will be scattered into samsara everywhere. It's not be dwelling within just the brightness itself. The mighty force is not dwelling within itself. It's the blessing, proceeding with the blessing, with the great compassion. Therefore, use the words everything so that it will reach samsara simultaneously altogether. Go ahead with the great compassion. This is not just staying with just knowing or not knowing, seeing or not seeing, on and on, looking or not looking. That which has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging is already purified without limits already. It's not just about attachment or non-attachment already. That which has nothing to do with relating or not relating is already further than attachment and non-attachment already. It's not just about liberating or not liberating. It's beyond all the limitations already. This is already the great compassion. It's not just about knowing or not knowing, seeing or not seeing anything already. It's beyond that already. That which has nothing to do with relating and not relating is proceeding further and further already. Use it as a benefit. It releasing out. Use the palms as well. With everything. Don't retain the barami, the merits, the perfection. It's not possessive to the perfection itself. This is the perfection that is for blessing. If it is possessive, it's not in the way of blessing. It's the perfection that is retained within itself, retaining the suffering within itself. So don't keep it, don't retain it. Open up fully. Everything is from not grasping for the non-grasping itself. Open up fully. Forms is not to be grasped for forms. Formlessness, body and mind, doesn't grasp for itself. Everything is from not grasping even for the non-grasping itself. Open up fully. That which has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging is proceeded simultaneously with everything. This is the mighty force of helping with the releasing and liberation. Whenever you use it, it will be like this all the times. It is the proceeding of the great compassion. We always help through releasing and liberation at all times. Everything is not related to both attachment or non-attachments instantly. It's not just not attached. It's not just attachment or non-attachment. Non-attachment has nothing to do with attachment or non-attachment. Then it will be boundless. It's not just stuck with just the brightness. Instead, it's scattering, shining brightly into samsara. Go ahead. You see the brightness of the sun is shining into universes because it's not just stuck within itself. It's brightening out, shining out right away. It's not maintaining within itself at all. The mind is the same. When it's not maintaining itself, it will scatter all by itself. It's not just non-attachment, otherwise it will be stuck there. That which has nothing to do with attachment or non-attachment, it will purify without traces. It will scatter through the brightness with the purification of the emptiness already. So that which has nothing to do with attachment and non-attachment, when it's more complete, it will be the purification without traces as much accordingly. Just like the sun, because of its power, it can radiate in all directions, just like the mind that is not maintaining itself. It's not trying to be possessive and attached to itself. That which has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging is releasing from the mind that's releasing out of being the mind. That's why it's become the radiance and giving the brightness for samsara continuously. And it doesn't have only just the brightness. There is also the golden aura. More or less also differently. Are you diligently blessing? If you are diligently blessing, the aura will be golden more and more. It's not the same brightness, because it's up to the diligence in blessing. It's up to the great compassion that is given out. It's right here at this point. If you're not diligently blessing, it will just be about oneself. It's narrow. So diligently think of the word everything. Everything. That which has nothing to do with attachment or non-attachment is not just only there. It's meant for everything. Because everything, that's why the mighty force is out, helping through releasing and liberation right away, altogether. So think of the word everything, that which has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging. Only this is not yet scattering. It's not yet scattering. It has to be meant with everything. That is the great compassion, the thought of the great compassion. This word, everything, is the word of the great compassion. It covers everything in the whole samsara. Whether it is samsara or not, it's included here. So diligently using the great compassion, the word everything, Otherwise, it's we just about extinction or not, ending or not ending, engaging or disengaging. It will be just limited. Therefore, don't forget the Mahakaruna, the great compassion of the thoughts, everything, of the word everything. Constantly use the word everything. That which has nothing to do with attachment and non-attachment, with everything. This will be purification without boundaries, without traces for samsara accordingly. This is not in the kind of practicing, doing it for the sake of oneself. For that which is from the great perfection, everything is from not attached to the non-attachment itself, is not an accumulation. The great perfection is not derived from here. It's not from accumulation for attainment, from anything, for anything. It's just giving and sacrificing, helping continuously. That's why they become the great perfection. It is not about trying to accumulate for anything, because that is not yet the great perfection. Great perfection is the great compassion. Accumulation is just about the sake of oneself, for oneself. This is not yet great perfection. It's not yet great perfection, great compassion. It's just about for oneself, for the sake of oneself. Therefore, shift towards the great compassion only. Everything. Purify the belief values about practicing for attainment. Because this creates more ego. The more perfection, the more ego. Because practicing for attainment, for the sake of oneself, it creates more ego. All the self-importance, delusively having self-importance is greater. Is not yet becoming great compassion. Therefore, with everything is derived from not grasping even for the non-grasping itself. Is from not attached even to the non-attachment itself. Is further than attachment and non-attachment already. Is further than grasping or non-grasping, further than engaging or disengaging, relating or not relating, with everything already. It's meant with everything altogether. With this, blessing has always, constantly. Birth, old age, sickness, and death can form up to bless constantly, forever, because the form up doesn't grasp for itself. Each lifetime is formed up to bless and die after that. Life is just a form up. Form and formlessness, body and mind is temporarily formed up. It's not to be grasped. The form up is not to be grasped. Think of the word everything well with it. That which has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging, attachment or non-attachments, with everything, forever. This has nothing to do with time. Beyond days or time, beyond age. The great compassion has no age, no time. It's beyond time because it's always purifying through the emptiness. This is the great compassion. Has no time, always purifying through the emptiness all the time. All about oneself will be decreasing further and further. Everything is beyond oneself. All the delusively having self-importance will be decreasing, constantly decreasing. Once the great compassion is fully, later on there is no more the personal self. everything as one with the great compassion, one with the great compassion, everything. Later on, easily forming up birth and death without difficulty. Birth and death passing, and that's it. Because it is beyond birth, old age, sickness and death already. Nothing to do with engaging or disengaging. Naturally, it's beyond the cycle of birth, old age, sickness and death, beyond anicca, dukkha and anatta. No matter how it is going to be as anicca, dukkha, anatta, birth, old age, sickness and death, it will be naturally not related, not attached, all by itself. All by itself, not attached. There is no need to be concerned where to be cremated, where to be buried, the body, where to keep the bones. That which has nothing to do with relating or not relating, that's it. If we have nothing to do with the hair or the bones, where to be kept, is beyond that already, beyond the hair or the bones, the skin. That which has nothing to do with even relating or not relating is beyond attachment and non-attachment. This is boundless already. There is no boundaries already, no limitations already. Shifting towards the great compassion with everything, constantly with everything.